Welcome to a new Monday morning routine. It's Coffee with Strangers with Kelly Lemon.
Hey, it's Kelly, and today I'm at Don't Look Back in Carytown to grab coffee with Brian Beard. Brian is amongst the best Instagram photographers in RVA, and he doesn't even own a camera. And he's got his own business that'll give you a dope tour of RVA's growing food scene. All right, Brian, so I don't know if you've watched, but this is how I start the show off.
Absolutely.
But I noticed that there's no coffee in your cup.
No, this is the first time that I've had water out of a coffee mug.
So you don't drink coffee?
No, one day I woke up and realized I'd never even considered it.
You're definitely a stranger to me. We've now met once, but tell me who you are and what you do in this city.
My name is Brian, and I am the owner of River City Food Tours. My business offers food tours in a couple different neighborhoods around Richmond. So we visit several different restaurants, cafes, bakeries, and shops. And we'll color it a little bit with some history in between stops so that you get to learn a little bit about the neighborhood and how it came to be the way it is.
Take me to how you got to be where you are right now.
Yeah, I grew up in Orlando, Florida. I went to school at the University of Florida. I had actually planned on going to grad school there as well. And I visited a career fair just to get some interview practice. The guy from Capital One kind of jumped out and said, hey, you want an interview? So I did the interview, and one thing led to another, and I ended up getting a job offer. So I had never even been to Virginia until I came here for the final interview. So I've been here since 2009.
All right.
I did leave once and came back.
And so you started off with your career, I guess, in the finance world. Then you said, I'm gonna just start doing food tours. Like, how did you transition into a whole nother world?
That's a good question. I actually left my job at Capital One to go do some traveling, and I lived in Germany for a bit with my now fiance. So we moved there. I taught English and I led tours. They didn't have any English-speaking tour businesses, so I just started it myself. Free walking tour. I advertised that I'd be at this place at this time, and people could join me if they wanted to. So when our visa expired, we came back here knowing that I had enjoyed being a tour guide in Germany. I thought, well, let me start a tour business of some kind. And Richmond has such a growing food scene.
When you and Aaron are, deciding on how you want to spend your evening.
Well, I come here a lot, actually.
Okay.
I love Don't Look Back. It's great tacos.
Yeah.
I live in this part of town, and I like to avoid using my car. I go to 10 Italian Cafe for lunch all the time. Got great paninis there. I went to Sabai over the weekend.
Okay.
Recently been to Extras Cafe. I've also recently been to Alamo Barbecue.
What was it that said, this is where we're gonna live?
Well, I live in the Fan District. I just spend a lot of time here in Carytown.
Okay.
You have the Bird Theater, you have so many restaurants. So when developing a food tour, it seems pretty clear to me that was the place to start. I live Carytown.
Now, because we're such a historic site, what about the deep history of Richmond? Do you get to, museums and, do you get to visit the art galleries?
I actually went to the American Civil War Museum the last time my family came to visit. I also live near the VMFA, and sometimes I have to pinch myself. I'll go to a happy hour there on Friday nights. I live in a place where this is not a big deal to go to this world-class museum for happy hour and a block away from my apartment. And how awesome is that? When I was working in the corporate world, I used to go from home to Goochland for work and back. Occasionally I'd go to a festival and call it a year, right? I participated in it.
You did your duty.
Yeah, exactly. But now that I really get to, I've got my own business, I'm doing something that I really enjoy. I feel like I get to really participate in what makes Richmond cool.
Do you get to enjoy the river, or do you run, do you bike, any of those things?
I ride my bike most places.
Do you have a car?
I do.
Okay.
I do have a car.
Okay.
I have a Jeep Wrangler, which probably makes me seem like more of an outdoor person than I am.
I do follow you on Instagram. I've seen your stuff. Your pictures are a lot about outdoors Richmond or outdoors, Virginia.
It kind of became an addiction in a way, or just something fun to do. But also, it's a cool way to promote Richmond. And I feel like now I spend so much time talking about Richmond that it's just a natural extension of that, where I take pictures of our riverfront and hopefully convince people that this is where they should come.
Is Richmond going to be home?
Yeah, I think we plan to stay. If I had it my way, we would live in Richmond, and we'd take 4 weeks of the year to go somewhere else, somewhere new every time.
Okay.
Explore the world that way.
When you go to your place that you're going to live for 4 weeks, and the international traveler that you meet says, Brian, where are you from? What is Richmond?
Richmond's about anything you want it to be. If you like music, we have music. And if you like art and museums, we have that too. If you like food,
we definitely have that.
we have food. And if you like being outdoors, not only do we have this awesome Urban waterfront. I think here we have a natural urban waterfront. You can go swimming, you can go kayaking and tubing. Richmond can be whatever it is you want it to be.
To hear the rest of my interview with Brian, check out the Coffee with Strangers podcast in your preferred podcast app. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube and get on over to Don't Look Back in Carytown. Oh, get to coffeewithstrangersrva.com to subscribe to the newsletter. In this week's bonus video, Brian shares tips on taking dope Instagram pictures with your phone. That video will go out on Thursdays, along with a new RVA stranger who you'll definitely want to check out. Last thing, be sure to keep an eye on newsstands for an upcoming issue of Richmond Grid. Our friends at Grid will surely have you covered on all things live, work, and play in RVA. Okay, see you soon.